How's it going, you guys? I am here for another video. You will realize that I am wearing the same shirt in this video that I wore that I'm going to be wearing in the next video that I post, which is kind of a surprise rant. This is another rant, but see, this one here is a little annoying to talk about considering what the hell is going on with COVID-19. We have to be quarantined. We have to be kind of in a house. We have to be on a mat. I mean, like, people are just not listening. But I'm going to get on to that in another video. This video right here is talking about the nonsense that continues to happen, that continues to occur with our men in blue. But blue lives matter, right? Blue lives matter. But when are Black lives gonna finally matter? That's what I want to know. When are Black lives gonna finally matter? We have some idiots in Colorado. Okay, they thought that it was a grand idea to remove young Black women from a car they believed was stolen. Mind you, the youngest was 6 years old. They decided that they were going to pull them out of the car at gunpoint, and throw them on the ground with handcuffs. Let that sink in. Teenage girls involved too. I believe she was either 13 or 14. They were off on a girls' trip, but we can't. I'm sorry. We got a little caught up on our way to the mall. We got a little caught up because some cops decided to, surround our vehicle and pull us out of it because they thought it was stolen. Handcuff us. Yes, that includes the child. Handcuff us and make us lie on the ground, only for them to then say, "Oh, we thought this car was stolen." Now, there were a little bit of background here. One of the women, she said that their car was stolen, I believe a few months back or whatever, but they have since gotten the car back. And first of all, they were from out of town. The car in question was actually a motorcycle, and the motorcycle had the same plate number, but it was from a different state. That little girl had gotten hurt even more than she's already hurt mentally. Like, this is already mentally scarring her, probably for the rest of her life. She's always going to have horrible memories with the police. She's always going to have that trauma in her mind. She's going to suffer from PTSD. Like, literally, on the video, it was heart-wrenching to watch this video because this little girl was crying for her mother. Are you freaking serious? They need to be fired. To talk about, "Oh, we're sorry. We're sorry." Sorry? You really think sorry is about to do anything? Please, get the fuck out of my face. Sorry. We have been tired. How many times do I have to get on this camera and tell you how tired we are? We're way beyond tired at this point. There is no word to describe just how tired we are, just how done we are. They're like, "Oh, we have this new protocol, like with stolen cars, we have to approach the vehicle with a..." What kind of a rule is that? Somebody's making up something. Somebody's lying. Somebody's lying. Because, I mean, even if you do you see that there's a child in the car. You're gonna come up to the car with your guns drawn? Are you serious? It's the police. This is the reason why people want to defund the police. Because it seems like none of them are operating with any level of brain power at all. None of them studied for anything. None of them actually got training. It doesn't seem like it, because and certain things will tell you this is not the right thing to do in this situation. If you see kids are present, you're gonna draw your guns to a child? The thing to do would be to ask whoever the adult is in the car, you ask them about the car, you ask them, Also, reading is fundamental. If you know that this stolen vehicle is from a certain state, don't you look at the state and then the license plate number? I mean, you probably see the license plate number first because it's usually bigger, but then you have to also confirm the state, the license plate, that the state that the license plate comes from too. Like, you can't, there's so many different things that are wrong with the situation. We apologize. We're so sorry. Sorry is not going to remove the trauma from these women, these young black women's minds. Sorry is not going to make them forget about this. Sorry is not going to change their opinion, change their views on the police department. Even the woman in the video said, like, who are we supposed to call when we're in trouble, when we feel unsafe? Who are we supposed to call when we feel unsafe if the people we're supposed to protect us are actually inflicting harm unto us? Who do you call at that point? This isn't Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Like, we don't have a lifeline. The police is supposed to be our lifeline. When we are not feeling safe in any situation, we should be able to rely on the police. But honestly, we can't, and we really have not been able to, and this is the reason why people wanted to fund the police. And I understand there are police officers out there. Like, I have a cousin, she's a police officer. For many years, she's a police officer. But something has to change drastically so that we can continue and move forward. Why can't people see that this is a problem? There are people out there who don't really see the issue. Well, I guess you would see it if this was your family. You would see it if these were your daughters, if these were your sisters. You would see the problem with this, right? This is disgusting. It's unacceptable, and I don't like it. How stupid are you? And this is the thing. I feel like I haven't heard an update on this, but I doubt that they're gonna actually get into trouble. This is the reason why we really need to blow them up on social media. Any social media outlet that you're on, hashtag it, put it down at someone, a celebrity or something, somebody who can get this word out there, because it's disgusting. It is disgusting. And the media loves to, like, turn things around. We saw an article today surrounding the George Floyd case, and they're trying to say that, oh, he lied about being on drugs when he was actually high or drunk or whatever, and he tested positive for these chemicals, these drugs in his system, and he was resisting arrest. He wasn't actually on the ground. He was actually standing up, and he just lost his footing, his breath, whatever. He could actually. I'm like, are you serious? You can watch the video and actually see what happens. There's video footage. You can't get away with stuff like that like you used to back in the day, when there was no camera phones and stuff. Like, people literally just pull out their phone and record an entire. I'm doing that right now. I record on my iPhone. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's very difficult these days to actually hide stuff like that happens, because there's always somebody. Most of the time, there's always somebody that's going to be around, and they're going to pull out their camera phone and start recording. Hell, sometimes the actual people perpetrating said crime or said injustice are recording themselves. I'm just like, I don't know what we need at this point. I really don't know what we need. We're pulling little girls out of vehicles at gunpoint and handcuffing them and throwing them to the ground. What do we do? What do we do at this point? What do we do? There is literally going to be an entire war at this point. An entire war. Because they're just not getting it through the thick heads that they can't just wave their guns around for every little thing. I know that's not the way that they're taught. I know that's not what they're taught to do. Please, please see somebody else, because I'm tired of being looked at. We're done. Like what the hell is this? I really hope that they get this girl, especially the little one. I really want to see them get her some help paid for by the police department. Since they have so much funding, you guys can help pay for the 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 therapy bills. You can help pay for that. Yep, pay for that. Pay for intentional. I actually do want them to sue the police department for intentional infliction of emotional distress and abuse of power. I want them to get paid, since they have so much funding. Y'all can settle with a big payout, because they deserve it. You're gonna refund a new, since you ruined their girls trip. You're gonna refund them. You're gonna fund another girls trip for them. Okay, they're gonna stay at a 5-star resort, all inclusive. Okay, hell, throw in a cruise or something. I don't know what you got to do. You're going to fund their vacation. You're going to fund for them to get a new vacation. That's still not going to help them. That's still really not going to, you know, erase the situation, but at least some type of compensation, some type of reparation for what you've done can at least, you know, give them back a little bit of what they lost. If I don't see at least 6 figures, I'm going to riot. If it's less than 6 figures, I don't want to see it. If they come out of their mouths with 50,000, 50 grand, I don't think so. I don't think so. Not even close. I don't want them to have to work for the rest of their lives. So actually, let's make it 7 figures. Ridiculous. Anyway, that's all I'm gonna be ranting about tonight. Like I'm done. I'm exhausted. This entire situation makes me exhausted. Let me know what you guys, think about this. I mean, it's obvious what y'all think about this. This is barbaric and disgusting, but let's have a conversation. What kinds of things do you think need to be done? Do you agree with people about defunding police, or do you believe there's another side of it that they're saying, like, they need to be retrained, maybe like just fired the whole entire police department, start from scratch? I think that's a little extreme too, but and it honestly probably won't work. Psych evaluations for every single police officer, on the spot, therapy, every for these guys, because they do end up dealing with a lot as a police officer. I understand that, but they have no right to be coming out here and abusing their power by pulling out guns on children. We just don't do that. We're not doing that, and we're not gonna feature that in 2020. We shouldn't feature it at all, ever. But like, we're definitely not featuring it in 2020. Not when everybody has a voice. Hell no. Hell no. Absolutely not. But again, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what kinds of ideas you have, and let's discuss. Make sure you're following my social media. I had to disable my account for a minute, just to kind of do a social media cleanse. I feel like there's been so much stuff going on. It's exhausting, and I actually kind of feel refreshed not being on social media. But I digress. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope everybody has a great day. Please stay safe and take care. Goodbye.